the results as they've been in the last few games, would you rather not have a midweek match? Would you rather be able to stay on the training ground and work on things with the players?
No. Yeah. Well, in one way, yes, but this game is a good opportunity for us. It's a competition that is very interesting for us. Of course, it has always been, and we don't have to travel like the day before. We play home, so we have a good opposition, and also we have some players that been training really good in pre-season, and after that maybe they didn't play that much, but a lot of them did. Okay, if we count Europe as well, and it's a it's good to have a game tomorrow night, especially because we play on Sunday against Southampton, so it's not Saturday, so it's good to have a game.
What sort of team will you play?
Well, we're going to play mixed team. Not that we are underestimating the competition or the opposition, but basically we need some changes, and as I said previously, that some of the players they deserved to get a chance.
In terms of the last 3 league results, are you concerned at the way the team are conceding goals and the amount of goals they're conceding? And also, within that, are the performances better than the results are showing?
Well, it doesn't matter. Other performance is better. Okay, sometimes. Okay, I said after the game against West Brom that we played a really good second half, and against Watford we played good first half until last 4 minutes of the first half. But that doesn't matter. We had a couple of poor results after international break, and that results we conceded 8 goals in 2 games, and that results brought us in a situation that is not very pleasant. We got ourselves in a problem in 2 weeks, and now we have like very soon it is that kind of the league that you can get in trouble. We are not the first, not the last, but we have to act, and very soon or very quick you can get out of the problems. But it ain't gonna happen by default. It ain't gonna happen like now is the time for us to win because we lost 3 games. We have to do it, and starting from tomorrow we have 3 mega games, I would say, 3 cup finals before the break. So we have Accrington, and then we have home couple of games, Southampton and Middlesbrough, and we have a good opportunity to come out of trouble, of course.
Are you tearing your hair out as a former defender when you see that amount of goals?
Tearing my hair out.
You go mad. You go mad.
I'm not happy, of course, and the boys knows it, and we spoke about that also after Man City game. We spoke about that after Watford game, and yesterday again. But we have to show the reaction, and the guys showed the reaction straight away in training. But it was after Watford also, and now after yesterday talk. But we have to do it. We have to do it in games.
Is there an issue with needing time for the players to gel? When you look at the recruitment in the summer, I think 9 signings from 8 different leagues, lots of nationalities in there. Is that a part of why the team can see the goals? Do you need a bit more time to get everyone used to each other?
Yeah, it is a bit. Okay, we have. I mean, we can also, and they are not excuses. You know, when you start to talk about them, then they sound like excuses, but they are the reasons why it's not as good as it was last year. Yeah, we have some new players. A lot of them were injured. Few of them that came from different leagues, let's say they weren't regulars in their teams for the last season and all that, but we are not in a pre-season, you know, we are in a season, so that are small issues, all right, but we shouldn't be talking about them. It's about time we gel together and start playing as a team for 90 minutes. The good thing is that we showed also in the last couple of games that actually brought us in the situation like this. We are talking about these two games. I mean, despite the fact that we are not happy when you lose any game. First 3 games, the results were like, okay, we were close to get a point at Chelsea and all that. We beat Bournemouth and we deserved to lose at Man City, although we were 2-1, like until the last second of the game, to be fair. But it was last 2 results that got us into trouble. But and in both of them, if you make one game from those 2 games, like first half against Watford and second half against West Brom, we would say like a lot of positive things. But the reality is we are not happy with the performances. We are not happy with the results. We can't say that we were extremely unlucky and all that. So all those are reasons for that gives you hope and blah, blah, blah. But we have actually to start being consistent as a team for 90 minutes, week in, week out. And then everything's going to be all right.
In March, David Sullivan said, and at the time the team were doing really well, that he would look to give you a new contract around January time. And there's a report today suggesting that actually the owners might put that to one side. Do you actually think that should be put to one side as well, while you concentrate on the current form?
Well, it's not that I'm concentrating now on a current form. It was always like that because I didn't spoke about that in March. I didn't spoke about that in April or May, not publicly, not with the chairman, to be fair. So we never discussed it. I have a contract, and as I was then, so I'm now. I'm totally concentrated and focused on trainings and on game. If you remember me, I never like to talk about it. And I said even at that time that I look at my job as that my contract is my next couple of games, and it was then like that, and it is now like that. So that's the way I work. So we never spoke about it.
And Reece Oxford on contracts. Reece Oxford, there's again been a little bit of chatter that he hasn't yet committed long term to the club. Do you have any concerns that he won't do that? And also, if you were to advise him, and the links are with City, United, Arsenal, sort of big clubs where traditionally it's hard for young players to break through, would you advise him actually a club like this is where he will be best served for his development?
Yeah, I think it would. Yeah, I think he's got few examples of the players who done a great career starting at West Ham and playing some few seasons at West Ham. If you wanna mention, I don't know, if you wanna name Rio Ferdinand, who played also on his position, very similar in a stature to him. Frank Lampard and all them, Joe Cole or Defoe and Carrick and everybody. At his age, they went on a loan, short term, and then came back, then became regular for West Ham, and then still they had a lot of time to make a world-class stages in some other clubs. So I know that he didn't sign that. His representatives are talking to the club, and hopefully it's going to be sorted soon in a good way.